Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today I'm going to share with you my 10 favorite lip gloss formulas. I recently was watching a video that Batty Bean put up about their top favorite gloss formulas, and they were asking, okay, so what are your favorite gloss formulas? And I had commented on that video that I honestly was more of a lip oil girly these days than lip gloss, but that Unearthly Moss Gloss was one that came to mind that I really liked. And since commenting that and watching that video, I've been thinking more about it and what my favorite glosses actually are, because as someone who recently did their makeup inventory and discovered that they actually have 90 glosses in their collection, obviously I should be using them, right? So I wanted to look at what are my favorites to try to get me more into or back into gloss again to use some of the collection, the mass collection that I have. So if you're interested in what my favorite glosses are, some lip gloss recommendations, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a week. It is totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again on the channel in the future for all things makeup. So it's been a minute since I did any lip related content. Most of the time I'm doing eyeshadow content, but like I wear all categories of makeup, and you guys really like the fall lip recommendations video I did, so I figured I'll give the lip content another shot. So these are not ranked, like they're not in any particular order. These are just my top 10 formulas. I don't like anything goopy or gritty. I definitely have things like that in my collection. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video of gloss formulas I hate, that because I probably have 10 of those as well that I'm like, ew, I have these and I need to like force myself to use them up or something because I don't like them. But these are ones I love in no order, just depending on my mood. I'll start with the one I already mentioned. This is from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is their gloss, Moss Gloss. I love the Snow Globe component. I think they're doing away with those, sadly. I love the doe foot, the bent doe foot here. You can see from the component, it's green. Some of these are scented and some are not. This one has a slight scent, not too much. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch the glosses I'm talking about today, because I like my lips, I just don't think can stand to wear all of these back to back to back. But I will swatch them on my hands so you can see the vibes. So this one, while it's called Moss and it looks green, it's got maybe like a green hue to it, a tint, a tinge, if you will. But really on the lips, it looks clear, if I'm being honest. You can't really even see the sparkle, but it's very comfortable, not gritty and not goopy, which is my favorite kind of gloss. I like something that's not too thick. Definitely is not going to do that thing where when you separate the lips, it's like strings between the lips. I hate that. So that's a good one. Some of these are definitely still available. Some of them might not be available anymore. I'm not sure, like this next one. This is from Lethal Cosmetics. Even if these particular shades aren't available, these formulas I can definitely stand behind and recommend. This is the Lethal Cosmetics Lumen Lip Gloss in shade X-Ray. And it is blue with like a pinky purpley kind of sparkle in it. This one is a little bit more chemically scented, I will say, but that could be partially the age of it too. This is a blue base with pinky purpley sparkle in it. And this one does have more of a blue tinge to it on the lips versus the Moss Gloss. It's still not like crazy noticeable, and I find some of these color glosses, if you don't want the color to be as evident, if you just pair it with like a neutral lip liner, like put that on the lips and then put the gloss on top, you can't really see it that much if you don't want it to be, like I said, crazy amount of pigment there. From Milani, this one's more of like a lip topper. This is Hypnotic Lights, and this is in Luster Light. I like to do this one over a liquid lipstick. And it's like the prettiest rose gold flecks. It's really pretty. But this one, you can wear on its own. It's not as thick, but when you top it over other things, I don't know. It's not drying, And it's not chunky or glittery either, but it is described as more of a topper, so maybe that's cheating a little bit putting it in the lip gloss category, but I top it over liners and lipsticks the way I would a gloss if I were going to wear them, so that's why I included it here. But it's a drugstore option. Milani has some really nice stuff. The other drugstore brand I want to mention is Essence. This is the Hollow Wow Dewy Lip Shine in shade Scarab. I have loved this one for years. And it kind of reminds me, like, the texture of it, of the Lethal one. But it's more of like a berry with like blue-green sparkle in it. This one's really pretty with a plum lipstick or on its own. It's called Scarab because it has that kind of like iridescent, hollow, multi-chrome pigment kind of a thing in the gloss, which I love when there is multi-chrome sparkle in a gloss. I think the only other one I have that's more, I have a couple high-end here, the Tarte H2O gloss. I really like this one. I don't know if they make this one anymore, but that's one of the more like prestige brand ones that I like, and it is just kind of like your typical neutral Nelly, but the formula is what I really like. It's called H2O, you know, water, but it's super hydrating. Like, it's a nourishing formula in my mind, and that's why I like that one. Mine's in shade Below Deck. This is like a great everyday hydrating formula. This one doesn't really have a scent, but that's like a little mini one. I like that one. The one I'm wearing right now is from Fenty. This is a gloss bomb in shade Hot Chocolate Fantasy. This is the first gloss bomb I ever got. I just got it for my last birthday, last August, and my husband got me this for my birthday present because I usually don't spend like $25 on a gloss. That's like too much to me, but for a birthday present he got it. And I don't know if you can see on screen, but this is like brown with gold and pink flecks in it. Like, it almost looks multi-chrome in the container, and it smells like a Smartie to me, like a candy. Really, really sweet smelling, but this is paired with the Melt lip liner in Foxy. This shade though, again, so comfortable, so smoothing, makes my lips look fuller, not gloopy, not gritty. It's just, this is what I needed because, like I said, I have been wearing more lip oils, which is fine, but I needed to fall in love again with some of my glosses because, again, I have 90 of them, so I need to get more use out of them, and I really like the way this Fenty one looks. So I'm hoping by making this video and talking about some of my favorites that I'm rediscovering, it will get me back into using some of the glosses in my collection. Okay, now indie brands. Let's talk indie brands. Lunar Beauty has great glosses. This one is in shade Dreamy. Love their component. Part of makeup for me is and always will be the experience, and that includes the component. Now, Lunar's glosses are very sweet smelling as well, but they're more like baked goods smelling. This is another one that's super sheer, not as pigmented. That's like more of the glosses I tend to go to, don't have as much pigment in them. Like, they're not as opaque. I like something more like this that's translucent. This one's a little more peachy. So if you don't want something colorful, I know I've shown several colorful things or things that are clear with colorful mica in it. That one is more of like a traditional gloss with no sparkle in it, just shine. Then from Electrum Cosmetics, we have this gloss. It's got shells on it. Don't know what it's called other than that. It kind of looks purpley pinky blue, but this one, it has no sparkle in it, like no mica, chunks of glitter or anything, but it's got some kind of pigment on it that makes it, ooh, can you see it there in the light? Makes it colorful. Like, this is an iridescent gloss. It's got color to it in a very different way than the other ones, because it doesn't have sparkle. It just has iridescence. So that's a really cool one to me. That's another one that You can barely see it if you wear it on its own, but if you wear a colored liquid lipstick and pair this over top of it, then you can see that iridescence a lot more. A recent one from Unearthly for me is this Night Terror lip gloss. I like all of their lip glosses, but this is like green, pink, purple. Another one that's like clear with some colored sparkle in it. And another one that if you wore it on its own, it would probably be pretty sheer and clear. But if you layered it, you might be able to see a little bit more the pinky purpley. I don't even know if you can see any of the pinky purpley on my hand there. That one is definitely more subtle, but it's all preference, what you like, whether you like more pigment, less pigment, more sparkle versus just the straight up shine. So I'm trying to show you a variety of things, and again, also my favorites. And then a very new one to me, Queen Cosmetics. I just got this in maybe last month? No, it was the end of last year because it was definitely 2024. Wanderlust is the shade of this one. And these are holographic. So they have actual like flecks of the whole rainbow in it. And again, you could wear this plain or you could top it over something else. But this is actually holographic and not just iridescent or not like a multi-chrome or a pigment where it flips from a few colors. It has all the colors in the rainbow. In fact, let me get my flash and see if you can see it a little bit better. Oh yeah, I think you'll be able to see me, maybe go on this side. You'll be able to see the sparkles in it a little bit better. I don't know if it's showing up at all, but on my hand in real life, it's crazy. Like this is one, if you wore it in low lighting, like in a restaurant setting or something, your lips would be, I don't want to say your lips would be crazy because that doesn't sound good, but like it would be very sparkly is what I'm going for. So yeah, quick video today, but those are 10 formulas that I really, really like. Do you like lip gloss? Are you more into lip gloss these days? Are you into lip oil? Do you do traditional bullet lipsticks, liquid lipsticks? I would love to know what you're into these days. Thanks so much if you made it all the way to the end, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.